My name is Grouch. I've been doing independent hip-hop music for a long time now. In some of my music, I like to include topics about living healthy, things like growing gardens, eating organic, doing yoga, working out, playing soccer. These are some of the things I've done in my life, meditation. And I like to include that in my music because my music is real and that's a part of me. Some of the things that I like to do in life that keep me feeling grounded, sane, mentally healthy, and physically healthy are as follows. One of the greatest things for me as far as exercise goes is playing soccer. I've been playing soccer since I was a young child, and it helps me feel connected, and it helps me feel present, and it helps me feel strong physically and mentally. When I get on that field, I don't have a cell phone in my pocket. When I get on that field, none of my loved ones or people who don't love me can reach me and say, here, come out of your moment into my moment. I'm there, I'm on the field, I'm feeling the ground beneath my feet, I'm feeling the ball on my forehead and the sun on my skin. Soccer to me is like a meditation. It helps center me, and it feels at times that it is very spiritual and connects me to the earth and other people on it. Some of the other important aspects of my health and my mental health are getting a full night's sleep. That's very important for me. I've noticed that when I don't get a full night's sleep, I tend to have more negative thoughts, and I tend to feel less sure of myself. When I get a full night's sleep, I feel totally driven, I feel alive, I feel more able to appreciate what the universe is and what God has created here. When I get a full night's sleep, I feel better, in general. I feel good. And when I'm in that place, I'm looking around and I'm thinking, how did I get to this place where I feel good? Well, I fed myself good, healthy food. I drank water. I had a full night's sleep. I exercised. And so these are the things that I want to continue to do repeatedly to help so that I can be in that space, because that's the space that I like to be in, feeling good about myself. When I feel down, I look around and I say, how did I get here? Well, I've been in the house a lot. I haven't been talking to friends. I haven't been talking to family. I haven't been getting a full night's sleep. I've been staying up on the internet a bunch and drinking alcohol or feeding myself fast food. All of these things add up to make me feel not so good about myself. So when I feel not so good about myself, I go down the checklist and I say, how did I get here? And it's all about being aware of the things that you feed your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit will help you stay on track and keep you in a better place or in a worse place. It's up to you, in a lot of the cases, it's up to me. It's up to me. It's up to you. The things that we do to feed our mind, our body, our soul, and our spirit will generate outcomes for our mental health, for our physical health. Drinking water is a very important thing. I notice that when I drink a gallon a day, I feel like I'm unstoppable. I feel like I can do more things in a day and not get tired. I feel like my muscles are physically stronger. I can lift more weight at the gym. Going to the gym is another thing that I love to do, to look around, see that other people are trying to better themselves physically and mentally helps me. It inspires me to want to do the same for myself. When I'm at the gym, I like to listen to music because music is another thing that feeds my spirit. It makes me feel better. It helps me let go of old ideas and stuck energies inside of me. It helps me breathe. It helps me relax. Sometimes I close my eyes and I listen to music and I just breathe and I chill, and That doesn't happen too often, but when it does, I love it. And sometimes I feel stressed over certain situations, or sometimes I feel inspired by going to new places and I want to write about it. When I write about these things in my music and I let them out, I feel like I've just gone through a therapy session. I feel stronger, I feel happier, I feel emotionally stable, and yeah, I feel good about myself. So making music for me is a spiritual connection that I have. Sometimes I don't know where the lyrics come from. I just close my eyes, or I just play the beat, and I meditate to the beat, because meditation doesn't always have to be what you've been taught. Like, you don't have to sit cross-legged with your hands like this to meditate. There are other ways that you can tap into that same energy, and you know, a lot of the times you can do it while doing something that you love. That's why I mentioned that I feel that playing soccer for me is a meditation. Making music for me definitely is a meditation. It puts my mind in a certain mode, and it helps me receive messages. It helps me think clear. It helps me feel centered. It helps me feel at ease. And so these are some of the things that I like to do in my life. The first thing I tell people to do when they're feeling down is to exercise, because I feel like it can change your mind state very easily. Get your heart rate up, get to breathing deep, sweating. All this stuff is good for you. All this stuff is good for your mind. Get the oxygen flowing in your body. That can sometimes kickstart you feeling motivated to do other things that are good for yourself. And that can pull you out of a rut. Call your loved ones. See them in person, in the flesh. Get hugs. Giving a hug to somebody definitely can lift your spirits. You know, someone giving you a hug can lift your spirits. Someone saying something nice. You expressing yourself to somebody else. You doing something good for somebody else can make you in turn feel good as well. What you feed your body is definitely going to reflect in the thoughts that you have and how you feel mentally and spiritually. I try to eat as much organic produce as I can. I am not a vegan, I'm not a vegetarian. I eat a lot of fish. When I eat beef and I eat chicken, I try to eat grass-fed organic meats. Sometimes it's not always possible, but I don't beat myself up about it if I go to the taco truck and I'm eating steak. As an overall general rule, I try to eat healthy, and I feel that I do a pretty good job at it for my own self. Everybody's different, and everybody's diet should be different, and I listen to my body, and I listen to how I feel after I eat certain things. I know what makes me feel good. I know what makes me feel bad.